Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Drawing Down the Dragon. I'm Snappy, and thank you for joining me for our monthly tarot reading for the month of November 2025. And this is for Aries. So, anyone with significant Aries placement, this reading is for you. Those with Aries in their rising, their moon, or their sun, especially so. So, this reading is all about the month of November and is focused upon you, how the energy resonates in your life personally, how it's going to impact you in your development as a human being. So remember, this is not about career or love. This is about you and your passions and your self-fulfillment and realization. All right. So Aries, we're going to begin with the Thoth Tarot by Lady Frida Harris and Aleister Crowley. And we're going to shuffle our cards. And we invoke Apollo and the Muses and ask them to shine their light upon Aries, to guide them throughout their day and to help them to realize the beauty of their dreams. So, Apollo and the Muses, what is the inspiring message for Aries for the month of November? Let's take a look. All right, inspire. We'll give our cards here a quick cut. And then, Muses, inspire. What's our center? Oh, how beautiful, Aries. The sun. The sun is our center. What glorious, glorious energy, right? The sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck. This is the 19. Right? This is the power of the 9, the energy at its absolute height, but at another level of infinity with the magic of the 1, the 10, right? Such transcendent power here. This is the magic of Apollo made real upon the earth, the birth of Plutus. When we see the sun, this is new life and generation, a new dawn, a new empowered beginning, and really hopeful realization, right? New generation. New life, new beginnings, all starting here in this empowered, beautiful moment. What glorious energy to have at the center of our reading. So let's see, where does this go? We have the 6 of Wands, victory, victory. That's such incredible energy, right? The 6 of Wands is the middle balanced path in the element of fire. This is us pursuing our desires, being in tune with our highest self, being in harmony with the beautiful people around us, and truly moving in balanced flow. Really glorious, glorious energy here. And we're seeing that it's this balance that's leading us to the sun, right? When we can truly commit to our true will, listen to our highest muse, and be in that balanced flow, we can realize this new beginning, achieve this empowered self-realization, have our dreams made tangible. Let's continue. Wow, and look at that. We're showing up here in the energy of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is such wonderful energy, right? Mature, adult energy. Someone who's really empowered in the pursuit of wisdom, who desires to be understood and to understand, and goes out with that impassioned action. They're here to pursue truth and justice, to engage in communication, to make themselves heard and understood. Really beautiful energy. And it's this night, this mature energy, this outgoing, passionate energy in the pursuit of the air, that impassioned wisdom and communication that leads us to the dawn, that is us fulfilling and walking this empowered middle path, this passionate path where we are in knowledge and conversation with our holy guardian angel, living our true will in balance and harmony. This is such a wonderful, wonderful middle. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Aries. November is going to be great. Let's see. Oh, interesting. There's more energy here, right? We're seeing the Prince of Discs at the foundation, right? The Prince of the Discs is youthful energy, right? And the princes always represent people that are in the heights of the imagination, right? People who are trying to come to an understanding of self. The princes have yet to commit. They have yet to begin the true process of self-cultivation. They're still in that imagination, trying to figure out where they fit, what they truly wish to do, who they truly wish to be, right? And as such, there's all this empowered potential, but the princess must move beyond this energy. They must shed their skin and become an empowered knight, learn to grow up and to realize their dreams. What I'm seeing here is we're seeing that prince, I believe, learn to flip their poles and become that empowered knight, to take responsibility and pursue their passions. And this is what leads to the dawn. This is really, really wild. You know, we're seeing here the prince in this energy of the Prince of Discs, the heir of earth. So, as I said, we have all that imagination, all of this thinking and really engaging in this playfulness of wonder and all this potential. And with the earth energy, we have all this ability, craftsmanship, construction, practical awareness, the ability to truly cultivate the earth. But we're divided along that polar extreme. And while we are up in the heights of the air like this, disconnected from the earth, we are unable to commit. Often this energy are those people who struggle to make a choice. They find themselves completing nothing, right? Engaging in all kinds of limited projects. They have all kinds of great ideas, but they struggle to see them realized. But what we're seeing here is this prince is learning to harmonize, to pursue their passions. When they can pursue their passions, that enables them to mature, to become that responsible knight, to be that one who can pursue wisdom and understanding. They can recognize that wisdom is what they truly seek. And they can then realize their dreams here. Wow, this is starting to unfold beautifully. Let's continue. Yeah, look at that. 2 empowered sixes back to back. How glorious is this? How glorious is this? Wow. And this is the 6 of swords, science, reason, right? True empowered understanding, the knowledge of humanity that has been cultivated through true reasoning, engaged in the earth across time throughout history. Real profound energy here that can take us back across all of these cycles and allow us to engage this profound wealth of knowledge, right? We're seeing this prince, when they come to true understanding, when they engage in that wisdom approach, when they think about things in reasoned balance, when they see outside of themselves and learn to listen to that greater community, to trust and to read and to engage, to empower themselves in knowledge. All of this energy is leading that prince to that transformation. This is what we're seeing for Aries here, right? Aries, you need to engage in the path of wisdom and in that pursuit of our true desires, our true will, in harmony and balance, right? When we can be engaged in these 2 energies, then we transform. Let's keep going. This is so beautiful. And look at that, the 3 of Wands, virtue. Virtue. The virtue card is so profound, right? The 3, the magic of the great mother in the fire. And the 3 is that force that calls us into the weave, that calls us into connection, into generation, and into loving transcendence, right? That sees us recognize the other and come into harmony with them, right? What we're seeing here is that to truly pursue our empowered will, we also must recognize the other. This is the energy that understands that every man and every woman, every person is a star, recognizes that it is love under will. And when we engage in this energy, it calls us to stand up for the beautiful people around us, to ensure that justice is heralded, that those who can't speak are given voice, that we stand up and speak truth to power, right? Really empowered, virtuous energy. The magic of Hecate, right? The power that resists and stands tall. Wonderful, wonderful energy here. Artemis energy. Wow. You know, and what we're seeing is when this prince can recognize that pursuit of wisdom and harmonize their desires with that greater understanding of community and their sense of their place in the world, right? Their sense of themselves as part of this empowered tapestry, right? When they can recognize this important energy here and find their purpose, find at least that sense of virtuous pursuit that can be so empowering and inspiring. That fiery pursuit of virtue, of striving for harmony and truth, is going to lead them to this, right? To really pursue the heights of that idealized wisdom, to seek that true air, that real empowered knowledge. And this is what the Knight is fighting for: justice, understanding, truth. You know, they seek to connect to the 11, the power of justice, of adjustment in the tarot, of Athena, right? Wow, 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 wow. And look, when this prince can be in this pursuit of wisdom, this empowered energy of reason and science, listening and learning from that greater human community and from history, when they can be in this energy of virtue, pursuing that true harmony with the people around them, recognizing that need to empower the generation going forward, to work for a greater cause as a part of this human tapestry, of this nature tapestry. This is when the prince matures and grows up and becomes the empowered knight, the one who is truly walking their true will. They're walking their true path, living their best life in harmony with the beautiful people around them, in virtue, united to manifest their dreams, the realization of a beautiful, empowered magic upon the earth, new life and generation, and a willingness to defend and protect it, to empower it. Let's continue. And look at that, we have the Fool, the Fool. How glorious. How glorious. The magic of the Fool. The Fool is such profound energy. The energy of the Fool is Dionysus, the divine androgyne, the divine child. This is the force of childlike wonder that calls us to take that leap into the unknown, to have the audacity to try, to be empowered in our passions, to pursue them without care, without worry, with that true innocence and wonder, without judgment. Be yourself. Embrace this joyful moment. Strive to empower yourself. Look, we're seeing this energy connected to the sun and to the youth. The youth just needs to have the audacity to pursue their dreams, to take that leap after their greatest passions, to believe that they can do it and to throw themselves into this. Look at that. How glorious is this energy? Man, what a positive reading, Aries. This is so fiery. This is so beautiful. This is so airy, right? We're now seeing this windbag energy here, the primordial air, that force that's calling us into the manifesting our dreams. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Love it. Okay. Look though, we got the Seven of Swords, futility. Futility, you can't all be perfect, right? You can't all be wondrous. And the Seven of Swords, right, this is frustrating energy, self-doubt and fear, anxiety, lying, right? Being disconnected from this energy of that true and balanced understanding, truth and reason, listening to others, right? We get caught up in our own head. We doubt ourselves. We hold ourselves back. We prevent ourselves from realizing our dreams. We prevent ourselves from harmonizing and uplifting the people around us, right? Our biggest issue, the only issue we're seeing so far in this reading, is this seven, this overthinking, this fatalistic energy, right? That's taking us away from reason. We are now overthinking to the point where we are preventing ourselves from acting. We are manifesting demons over our shoulders. We are exaggerating about our reality and preventing ourselves. We can't prevent ourselves from leaping after our dreams. You've got to go out and pursue them. Believe that you can. Go for it. Put in the effort. Make the attempt. What's our final card here? Oh, and look at that. Yeah. The Ace of Wands. Leap after your desires. Empower yourself in your passion. Imagine, inflame yourself. There is a profound opportunity coming. There is this spark, this bright, beautiful, fiery force that's going to send us to this new dawn. And we just have to have the audacity to pursue it, to take hold of that spark and to imagine it, to will it to its height, to see it become that empowered sun, to allow it to light us along our way. Wow, this is so glorious. The only thing that stands in our way is self-doubt and limitation, not believing in ourselves. Look, it's reason that leads us here, reason that guides us along this pursuit of our desires. Believe in yourself. Trust in the beautiful people around you. Become your best self and pursue your dreams, Aries. Transform this youth through loving harmony and wisdom into that empowered knight, the one that can manifest their will, be in harmony with the people around them, and lead to the birth of a new dawn. Have the audacity to try, leap, and be reborn anew in the glory of a new dawn. Wow. What a wonderful, wonderful reading, Aries. Happy November to you. I know you're going to enjoy it. And thank you for listening for our November reading. All the love in the world to you. Thank you so much, Aries.